Good morning, everybody. It's morning here. Um, Only 6 minutes to talk about all this great stuff we just saw. So I guess first, congratulations. It's almost summer. I have 2 more days of school and I'm so excited. But I guess I'll start by talking about my project, the collage. I apologize if you couldn't see both videos. I think the first one, it might have been a copyright issue. YouTube maybe didn't like that I was using that Carole King song. But you didn't miss much. It was just kind of close-ups and zoom outs of the same collage. So um it was meant to represent my current place, but also um my case study from 870, as well as the mission-driven leadership from 850. But my case study was interviews on educational leadership within my building. And I felt like um, that collage kind of summed up the whole aspect of it. We've been kind of, especially that part where it's the tapestry of my building kind of having threads pulled out one by one or changed. That kind of sums up our place right now. We're kind of, I guess we're broken in a way. But we have a new superintendent. He just started in January. We're getting a new assistant principal this fall and possibly a second new assistant principal. Remains to be seen. But for some reason, people can't, they stay for a year or two and then they leave. There's a huge turnover rate that we're trying to figure out why and what's going on. But anyway, this project actually it was nice to kind of put it all into a visualization. And I might use that tapestry analogy or metaphor in my dissertation because I kind of like the way that it explains how it takes a long time for the colors to be pulled out and fade. And that it's probably going to take a long time to weave new threads back in. But I guess the thing is, it doesn't have to be the same as it was before. Like when you're repairing something, sometimes things turn out better than they were before. So who knows? We're gonna just hope and stay optimistic, and believe in great things. So that being said, I do want to say how awesome everybody's projects were. You all are so creative. I'm blown away. I had to actually watch several of them twice because they just resonated with me. Um, some of the words that you used, I'm thinking of Haley's haiku, just some of the phrasing that you used, like the quiet bias and um, things like our wants versus our reality, and the way that you structured that whole poem was just great. I really liked that. And especially as we just finished grading all of our history Regents exams, the 10th grade global and 11th grade US exam. And it was so frustrating to see students struggle to fit that mold that every single student is expected to fit in. And I'm excited to see what New York does with their new initiative, the Portrait of a Graduate, and that they're going to have alternative pathways. But still, it's going to take a couple of years for that to be implemented. They actually just put out a notice that it might be 2 or 3 years yet to go. And I feel like, so we have to kind of suffer through this for a couple of years. And how much care are they taking into their resources or the exams that they're creating at this point, realizing that they're only temporary? I'm not sure. But that being said, I loved your haiku, Haley. That was amazing. And I mean, everybody's had something that was so applicable and meaningful, and I just and thoroughly enjoyed watching them all. I really liked Richard's monologue and the phrase in that monologue that said "forgotten people trying to help those who are forgotten." That was so moving. I loved that. Um, Antonella's watercolor, the way that that fits in with our with the nesting class. Oh gosh, that we're taking. Sorry, it's announcements. Let me pause this. Okay, so Antonella's evergreens. Shoot, I'm sorry.
Good morning, Becky.
Please forgive the interruptions. Second to last day of school. Um, so Antonella's evergreen artwork, gorgeous and perfect demonstration of the nested systems that we work in and the weaving of that root system. I just love that analogy. Um, and then the other one that I loved them all, but Jocelyn's two sides, kind of where she had the dialogue between the two, that just made me think, what a great way to try to empower empathy with people in our study and in our um, working situations. Like, it makes me kind of want to ask my assistant superintendent, like, what do you want from your teachers? Or to ask teachers, what do you want? What are your expectations, or what are you hoping to get from your administration? And then share those with each other. I love that whole concept of the dialogue back and forth between the two sides and the way that that can create empathy. And you did it so creatively. So well done. I can't wait to see more of what everybody creates. I can't wait to see where this all takes us and how we can all connect together in such creative ways. So thank you. And I hope you all have a great day and a happy summer.